What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So welcome back to episode 3 of Coffee with Karan. I am back with my recaps. You guys seem to enjoy that, so of course I was like, I'm gonna continue doing this. Today on Coffee with Karan, Aamir Khan was the special guest, and let me just say that I actually enjoyed this episode better than the Akshay and Ranveer episode last week. I'll tell you guys why as I go on this recap. I hope you guys enjoy this, so let's get started. Yo, I've been making some really good tea and I'm just like, it sucks that none of you guys can taste this, and like, some good stuff. I got the right dose of the milk and everything, like, I'm so ready. Alrighty, let's dive right in. I got my phone with me. We're gonna do this. So. Karan starts by saying that he has a disorder called FOMO, which basically means fear of missing out. He gives us this long monologue about his FOMO, and all I can think in my head is, okay, well, that explains why he's always at every party and every event, because he has a fear of missing out, a thing where he doesn't want to miss out on anything. So that explains so much. But I'm like the complete opposite of him. I am just like his friend Aditya Chopra. I have a fear of going out. So I have FOGO. Apparently, I did not know, but I have FOGO. So join the club. Team FOGO. Woo woo. So he starts that. And then, you know, his little monologue. And then after that, Aamir comes out. Okay, now, before I start, let me just say, Aamir Khan is one of those people that, though I do not know much about him, I actually admire him a lot. And let me tell you guys why I actually am very fond of Aamir Khan. It's really random, but bear with me. Okay, so you guys may or may not know this, but I am a big fan of Friends, the series, the show Friends. And like, I've watched like all 10 seasons like 20 times. I watch Friends almost an episode every night. I am like obsessed with Friends. But okay, so Aamir Khan reminds me of Chandler from Friends, and I do not know why, but it's just like, y'all, the whole look and like the sarcasm. I just feel like Aamir is like sarcastic, and okay, so in my head, right, I have the actors who would be the Bollywood version of Friends cast. Akshay Kumar would be Ross, Salman Khan would be Joey, and Aamir Khan would be Chandler. Those are the three that I can like imagine the cast. I haven't thought of one about the ladies yet. If you guys have a clue of who would play Monica, Rachel, and Phoebe, Indian edition, Bollywood edition, let me know in the comment section below. But I actually do. He reminds me of Chandler, and that's the end of it. Like, I don't know why, but he does. But anyways, also I'm very fond of him because he's like really low-key. He doesn't really go out much, and you don't really hear about him much, but like when he comes with the movie, he's like really successful with his box office. And I mean, he's so humble. Like, you would not think this is like Aamir Khan. Like, you watch his movies and then you see him and you see like he's not like, he's just so humble, and I like that about him. And yeah, I just want to throw that out there before I start my recap. Back to Coffee with Karan. Okay, so Aamir shows up looking like this English professor. He looks handsome.
We rarely see you on television doing any shows. I should consider myself very fortunate that you're here again.
He looks, you know, fresh, got the little blazer on, the suit pants. He's just comfortable. He got the business attire on, and I'm like, okay, this is him. This is Aamir Khan. He comes in with his glasses. He looks really good for his age, actually. He's handsome, and he just looks healthy, and that's always a good thing. So he comes, he sits, you know. So right off the bat, the conversation starts rolling. Karan wastes no time talking about Me Too, and I loved that he brought up the Me Too campaign. I wish that he would have brought it up with Aaliyah and Deepika also, because I would love to hear some of the women's, you know, opinions about this particular case. But nonetheless, I'm glad that he actually brought this up with Aamir. It was interesting hearing his take on it. And actually, can I just say that for some reason I could listen to Aamir talk all day. He just has some kind of vibe to him. Like, his voice is just so like, monotone, and like the way he articulates and says things. Like I could listen to him talk all day. It's so weird. Like I didn't think that, but watching him on this like episode, I was like, okay, I'm here, like let me find out, you know. I was like interesting. Yeah, but like I mean, he also talks about his upcoming movie release, Thugs of Hindustan, and you know, his choice of roles and all that jazz, and that he had a mini like back and forth with Karan about why he chooses his roles. That was kind of interesting. But okay, back to the conversation. But yeah, he basically mentions, he talks about the Me Too, and you know, he talks about how he feels like he's glad that, you know, this is becoming a topic now, and that it's been going on a long time ago, and it's really important to him, and that, you know, he feels like a lot of the films objectify women, which is true. It actually does when you think about it. And I love how he admitted that he's guilty of, you know, doing an item songs where the lyrics or whatever objectify the woman, and I thought that was like nice of him to kind of be honest about that. I like that sincerity to him. And of course, you know, Karan was just like, yeah, you know, agreeing with him, and it's an important topic, so whenever people bring it up, it's always interesting to kind of hear their take on it. But then Karan mentioned something about him kind of you know, rolling the movement, and I was just kind of like, know if Aamir Khan was the first to make action. I really don't have my facts, so I'm kind of like 50-50 with that comment. But so far, out of the major artists, I guess he is the one that I'm familiar with. Him and his wife, they did kind of make an action. I remember reading about it when they decided to kind of, you know, make movements. If that's what he's talking about, then I get it. But I don't think that he was necessarily like, you know, he's kind of made it. I don't know if he kind of snowballed it or whatever, rolled the ball and made it into like this big campaign. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I would say that he did contribute. I would say that if anything, the woman, I can't say her name, Tanushree, she kind of brought the first statement out, and it just kind of went from there. I don't know about action wise, but like I said, it's a very touchy topic. A lot of people have come out with their stories. It started here in America. The whole Me Too movement started here in America with Hollywood and Harvey Weinstein, and just so many you know, men in power who were guilty of this kind of actions. So obviously this is not like, you know, something new to me. I am familiar with the movement, and I know what it stands for, and I know what it's all about. But nonetheless, they talked about it, and it was really, like I said, it's an important conversation, and I love them more. I would hope that more people in power talk about it and condemn the actions of those who have been accused, rather, you know, accused and proven guilty, of course. And you know, it's just a very touchy topic, but I like that he finally brought it up with Aamir and they talked about it. That was a good segment right there. Yeah, so then Aamir talked about how, I love how he said this in front of Karan, because we all know that Karan, people call him the nepotism king or whatever, he holds the crown. So Aamir kind of brought up the fact that his son might want to become an actor, and he basically said that if it comes to the point and his son does you know, an acting, and his son shows him his acting skills and he can't act, he will tell him the truth. And I was like, bravo, amen. And he was just like, he won't really like campaign for his son actively because he doesn't feel like it would be fair for the audience and for his son, you know, to campaign for somebody who probably can't act. And I was like, Karan, are you taking notes? Because yeah, okay. no, but you know, it was just interesting hearing him say that in front of, you know, Karan. That's all. Like, it was just interesting, because yeah, that's all I'll say about that. But then okay, so then Karan brings up the fact that, remember that one picture where he was with Shah Rukh Khan, Aaliyah, Deepika, and Ranbir. So when Karan was bringing that up, he made a slick comment. And Karan, if you ever stumble upon my recaps and you see this, I heard the comment, I mean, I don't really care, but you ain't slick. He made a comment where he was like, that every movie star that matters got together. I don't know if you guys heard it, or maybe I'm being a little delusional, but I heard that comment and I was just like, shade. What do you mean every movie star that matters? Like, how about every movie star that matters to you or to other people? But I'm pretty sure that that's, you know, whatever. I heard that little slick comment. I think he didn't mean to say it because he didn't repeat it. It just kind of came out, but I heard it. I was like, okay.
Well, just as I thought, trash.
But it's all good. So yeah, he talked about that and all that stuff. So yeah, so then Karan brought back the Coffee with Karan shots with Aamir. It was fun seeing that segment. I'm glad he brought that back. I loved that segment from last season, so I was so happy to see that segment back again. I love it when it's almost like Never Have I Ever. It kind of is. You just take a shot every time you've done something. Seeing that side to Aamir, he was very honest. I like that. That was nice. That was nice. So yeah. And I like that he switched up the rapid fire. He decided to do the rapid fire with Aamir, and he brought out a special guest, Malaika, and she was the judge. And it was very interesting having Karan in the seat. Honestly, this rapid fire had some juicy questions, and I like that. I like the juiciness of it all. They asked Aamir some really good, interesting questions, and he answered them. There are some that he tried to avoid because, you know, there are certain questions that no matter how truthful you are, you kind of don't want to be that truthful, and I completely get it. I think one of the questions were like, who is he, was it the one where he was like, who is he close to, Sharak or Salman, and he just didn't want to choose. I was like, good answer. Some, you know, because he's close to all of them anyway. Karan also didn't want to answer some questions. I was like, okay. It was surprising to see him avoid. You imagine Karan avoiding a question? What? But he has a lot of friends in this industry, so I can imagine he doesn't want to like offend anybody, you know, like. But like, it was so funny because I love how he couldn't answer between who's the better actor, Karina or Aaliyah. Now, we all know who Karan wanted to say. We all know. Of course, he cannot say that. But, I mean, I kind of have a feeling who he would say if he wasn't, like, he didn't feel like he was in depth to not say anything. Because I have a feeling, I'm telling y'all. We played this other game, which is basically the noise canceling game or whatever. And, okay. That was a fun game. I like that also. I hope he plays that with all the other guests. But okay. Now they both answered who are the 3 actresses you find hotter. It's so generic now that it's like their top 3 are always the same people now. I mean, I actually am a big fan of like all 3 of them. But like there are many other actresses out there that are like there. I feel like after a while it just gets so generic. It's like the same names are being repeated. If you weren't a Bollywood fan and you literally just sat down to like watch maybe an interview or whatever, you would think there's like only 5 people in Bollywood who acts, honestly. But it was like, okay, it's very ironic, and I love how Aaliyah somehow managed to be on both of those top 3 lists. No shade, no tea, like I'm just saying, it's ironic. But it is actually ironic that they both say the same 3. I'm a little suspicious, but whatever. Aamir wouldn't lie to me now, would he? So I trust Aamir's answers. Overall, I actually enjoyed this episode. It was nice seeing this side to Aamir. He's very open, and he actually has jokes as well. He's very, obviously they call him Mr. Perfectionist, and it's just funny seeing how he gets nervous during every release and all that jazz. It was a different side to him. Like I said, I admire him. He's my Chandler, Chandler in my head, and I like that. I like to imagine that he's very sarcastic, very funny, and he would be really fun to like party with, and I liked his vibe. I really did. I actually enjoyed this episode. What did you guys think? What did you guys think about that episode? What did you guys think about some of the answers? What did you think about the whole conversation about the Me Too? Did you agree with their you know, comments and their conversation. And what did you think about this episode? Please, please, please let me know in the comment section below. It was a pleasure watching it. And actually, a lot of you guys, yes, a lot of you guys actually did DM me asking me where did I watch the episodes, and I did tell you guys, like I promised. So if you want to do that again, if you guys want to know where I watched my episode, like I said, DM me on Instagram at @thatvickygirl. I mean, you can follow if you want to, you know, okay, but just DM me. And when I do see it, I was a little bit late. I forgot that I actually requested you guys to DM me, and I forgot to check my DMs because my DMs are not open. I actually have to accept the messages. So I will try after I upload this video to check my DMs really early, and I'll let you guys know where I watched this episode. But for now, you actually can watch the episode on Hotstar. You can watch it on their website. They uploaded it. I think only if you're in America, India, I don't know what other countries they have it available, but I know that it's now available in America. And you can try their 1 month free trial if you don't want to pay. So yeah, that's where you can watch it at. Hotstar needs to sponsor me. Like, I'm over here giving people the plug. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap. I just want to say that honestly though, in all the same, like, these are all just my opinions, and I really, like, I'm not trying to be shady or anything. So like, but I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just kind of speaking what I, you know, saw and my thoughts. So you're free to share your opinion as well. Like I always say, just be respectful about it. No need for name calling, no need for cursing at anybody. I just don't have time for like extreme negativity. Like, we're all adults. I mean, I hope so. Just be civilized. If you don't like something, say it, but like, don't be rude about it. Don't be bitchy about it. It's not cute and it's not fun. And no, ain't nobody got time for that. Like I said, let your opinions be heard. Do it nicely. And I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. I can't wait to see the next episode with Varun and Katrina. I am so ready for that episode because I hope Karan spills some tea, and I hope Katrina spills some tea, even though I know she won't because she's so good. Katrina, darling, just stop being good for a second. I'm kidding. Actually, I feel like I can relate to Katrina so much. I'm a Cancer as well, and just being modest in public is something that Cancers, except Ranveer. Ranveer is crazy, but a lot of us Cancerians, we're very we know how to like conduct ourselves in public a lot. Most of the time you really won't know our emotions unless we want to, and so I can see just her, like, she's not going to say anything about Aaliyah or Ranveer. Probably she's probably gonna skip it, but you know what, I still love her anyway, and I wish her the best. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Go watch it for yourself and let me know your thoughts. And can't wait for next week's episode. Until next time, guys, please like this video if you want more of these recaps. Like it, like it, like it, share. Tell your friends to watch. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye. Mwah.